there, sports fans. This is Bobby C at Yankee Stadium. Derek Jeter's quest for 3,000 has now stalled thanks to a calf injury. He's on the 15-day disabled list. He must not have liked my prediction of Chicago on Father's Day all too much. And for that matter, Ruler on Ice didn't seem to like my prediction in the Belmont Stakes. Let's see what happened at the Belmont last week. Muddy track couldn't slow Ruler on Ice, who pulled a shocking upset in Saturday's 143rd running of the Belmont Stakes. Unfazed by the field of 12, which included favorites Animal Kingdom and Shackleford, not to mention the slippery conditions, Ruler on Ice skated past Preakness winner Shackleford in the straight and later edged Stay Thirsty in the 1.5-mile marathon.
Unbelievable. The 16th hole, I thought, wow, the true test of champions, and I want to win my Belmont Stakes here. I mean, it's just a great feeling. Nothing like it.
The 24-to-1 long shot stole the show as the much-hyped showdown between Kentucky Derby winner Animal Kingdom and Shackleford never materialized.
They did exactly what we asked, went right pretty close for the lead, and stayed with it the whole time, and he showed, you know, as usual, you could see at the end of the race, he didn't want to come in. He wanted to go do another victory lap.
Ruler on Ice's victory makes it 3 years in a row that a different horse has won each of the Triple Crown races. Ruler didn't run in the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown, including the Derby, because he didn't have enough graded stakes earnings to qualify.
It was amazing because we really were the underdog, and I think I couldn't have dreamt it any better. But here we are.
Close call for me with Stay Thirsty. Second place isn't all that bad, though. It was a pretty close call for me in the prediction department regarding El Capitan 2. Derek is now 6 hits shy of the magical 3,000 hit mark. Jeter injured his calf in Monday night's action against Cleveland. Against his wishes, Jeter landed on the disabled list and is now in Tampa rehabbing. Let's go inside the locker room for more on the captain with the newest Yankee, Chris Dickerson.
You really just can't say enough about the guy, but as a new guy, you know, he's always just been so cordial and so friendly and so inviting since I've been here, and you know, I think it just speaks volumes about the guy.
For you, you're playing very well right now. What's it like to be here with the Yankees and to be contributing and to be part of this quest for 3,000 too?
It's awesome. That's why I had a little freak out the other day. I mean, not only, you know, getting sent down for less than 24 hours, but you know, when I really thought about it, I'm like, I'm gonna miss Jeet's 3,000. But when you get to, you know, to see a very rare occasion like that, it's truly special, and to have this anticipation of this event is very, very exciting.
While Jeter should return in late June and could possibly reach 3,000 hits against the Mets at Citi Field in early July or even in Cleveland right around Independence Day, reliever Rafael Soriano remains sidelined. He has been transferred to the 60-day DL. Sorry, Yankee fans, he won't be back anytime soon. The NBA will likely take a hiatus with an impending labor strife on the horizon, but before they do, they gave us a memorable finals. The Dallas Mavericks closed out the series Sunday night in Miami. Dirk Nowitzki, not LeBron James, was the king when it was all said and done. Dirk was named Finals MVP. As for the king of the NHL ice, how about them Vancouver Canucks? Another prediction that went wrong. The Boston Bruins won Game 7 4-0, ending a 39-year drought in the Stanley Cup Finals. Talk about putting your money where your mouth is. David Einhorn is paying $200 million for a minority stake of the New York Mets. He could gain control of the team for $1. You heard me, a crisp single. If the Wilpon family does not pay back Einhorn's $200 million investment in the next 3 years, the hedge fund manager can obtain 60% stake for an additional $1. Forbes reported that this week. The Wilpons probably want to shoot themselves. Speaking of a guy that shot himself, Plaxico Burress made a major announcement this week. He's now the new face of an anti-gun violence campaign. Here's the former Super Bowl hero.
I want to thank Mr. Morial for allowing me to work with the National Urban League, to assist him with the Youth Empowerment Program and the after-school program for the National Urban League, and to just get out and to, you know, let our youth understand, you know, how important education is, that it can take you just as far as you want to go, literally and physically, and you know, to just be a voice, you know, to get out and serve a greater purpose.
With the NFL lockout still continuing to roll on, curious as to what maybe the New York Giants might be doing? How about coming out to a baseball game? Let's see what Snee had to say. You're a big-time Yankee fan. What does it mean for you to come out here to the Bronx and see another ball game tonight?
I love it. I take every opportunity I can, and tonight my son is over there. He's the honorary bat boy for tonight, so he got to come out for batting practice and get his ball signed, and he's having a good time, but I'm just like him. I'm like a big kid right now.
I think a lot of Yankee fans in the Bronx right now are disappointed because of Derek Jeter's injury and the fact that the quest for 3,000 is stalled. If you had to put your finger on it and come up with a prediction, when do you think he'll get number 3,000?
Hopefully you just have to hope that he comes back quickly. Hopefully the injury doesn't keep him out too long, and I'm sure it won't take him too long. It just depends on when he comes back.
He's going to come back in late June. There's a chance that he'll have 2 games here at home and then the 3-game series at Citi Field, so he actually might get it playing against the Mets.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love to do it here, and I'm sure the fans would love it. When it all comes down to it, he's about wins and losses, and I think that's just most important.
If you weren't going to be playing pro football, would you love to be playing pro baseball?
I would. It's funny. My son actually said, "Dad, when you retire from football, can you play for the Yankees?" It's that easy, I guess.
Out here tonight as well with Tom Coughlin. I know he's a big baseball fan as well. What's the best part of the atmosphere of coming out to Yankee Stadium?
I think it's just walking in and seeing Babe Ruth, like the history. I'm a big history guy of all sports, but I've always loved the Yankees since I was a little kid, and that'll continue. And it's nice to see now my kids share that same passion.
And then our final question, if you could give us a little bit of an update. I know the NFL lockout continues to move on, and the Giants have been conducting some of their own practices. Right. What are you doing right now to try and stay in shape and hoping that the NFL season will come back soon?
I just work out. It's nothing really you can do. You just prepare your bodies if you were starting on time, whenever training camp would be. I think July 27th is when we start, and just have that as the goal. Have your body ready for that date.
You optimistic that the season will return?
That's all you can do. Yeah, I am. I'm confident that we'll get it done. I hear a lot of good things. I'm not in the meetings, but I hear good things, and hopefully, by the end of the month or whatever, we have something done.
We're definitely looking forward to seeing the Giants back on the field. Thank you for joining us. On this day in 1961, June 17th, in fact, the Bronx Bombers' 9th-inning rally fell just short in a 12-10 defeat, but Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle each homered. The Mick hit his 20th. Maris made it number 23. What do you think, Curtis?
I don't really have anything to say about it. I don't think about it any way like that. I don't think Tex thinks about it anyway that way. If anything, it's just a coincidence that the timing happens to be this way, and they happen to be showing stuff on the scoreboard throughout the course of the games.
Coincidence, Curtis? I think not. The duo now has a major league leading 21 dingers apiece. What do you think, Tex?
Me and Curtis are having fun. I told him I wasn't much protection today. He got hit once, he got walked. So I'm just trying to give him a little protection back there.
50 years ago, the M&M boys chased the Babe. 70 years ago, Joe DiMaggio was in the midst of collecting a hit every day for 2 months. On this day in 1941, Joe D's streak reached 30. Thanks to an official scorer's decision. Dan Daniel credited DiMaggio with a hit on a ground ball to short that bounced up and hit Chicago's Luke Appling on the shoulder. A month from now, July 17, 1941, the streak would come to an end. On a final sports roundup note, the Yankees will be in Chicago this weekend. The Mets return home from their lengthy road trip to host the LA Angels. Those are the headlines. Let's hit the sports corner and catch up with one of your favorite Bronx Bombers. Joined now in the sports corner by Yankee fan favorite Nick Swisher. Our first question to you today would be, what is the best part of playing here in the Bronx?
I don't have enough time to explain all the good things, man. It's been a blessing for me coming over here, man, and just enjoying it day in and day out.
Special time of year for the Yankees with Derek Jeter and his quest for 3,000. Right now it's a bit stalled. If you had to come up with a prediction, when do you think he gets 3,000?
I have no idea, man. That's y'all's job, not mine. No, it's inevitable he's going to get there. And I know he's got a lot more in the tank. I know 3,000 ain't his stopping point. So, either way, man, he's been such a great individual for the city, for the game of baseball, for the Yankees in general. Proud to be able to call him my teammate.
This place filled with history. 70 years ago, Joe DiMaggio, 56-game hitting streak. 50 years ago, 1961, Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, 61 home runs for Maris. Which one do you think is a bigger record?
Oh, the 56, bro. That'll never be broke, ever. These guys are way too good, man. Way too good. Got way too many, weapons in the bullpen. Lefty on lefty specialist, righty on righty specialist. Might not be a situation where you see one guy through the entire game. You might see 4 or 5 guys. You never know. So, either way, man, I think that's definitely a record. Cal Ripken's another record that I think will never be broken. 61 home runs nowadays, man, might be a little tough. So, either way, we got a couple guys right now trying to line up and do that, and wish them the best of luck.
And then final question, if you had to play in any other place but the Bronx.
Nowhere, dude. I don't want to play anywhere else. No way.
Well, just like Nick Swisher, there's no other place that we'd like to be but right here in the Bronx. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Back to you, Rena, in the studio.